What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about the Quarry's director making a new game. This was kind of fun. This kind of came out of literally nowhere. It was an interview with Video Game Chronicle, and he was talking to the director of both. Remember, the guy who made the Quarry and is like the head of that project was also Until Dawn. And it took a while, to get from Until Dawn to the Quarry. But in the interview, they talk about, when's the next one. That was one, element of it, and the fact that it was 7 years in between Until Dawn and the Quarry. And he says, no, it's absolutely not going to be, that way anymore. He said, no, it certainly won't be the 7 years it took between Until Dawn. It will be 2025 or maybe 2026. And then he goes into, and that was at the end of the interview, but before that, he went into kind of the game it was going to be. And basically, still horror. It seems like choose your own kind of stuff like the Quarry and Until Dawn is, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be teen horror anymore. He kind of says that they kind of got the most out of that they can, and if they keep doing it, they're just going to kind of run out of things to do. He also talked about the size. He talked about the size in terms of it would be the same length as the Quarry, so it'd be like an 8 to 10 hour game. But he also said that Dark Pictures explores hundreds of variants of the horror genre. What we're looking at now, and I can't tell you exactly what it is a bit of diversion away from that sort of standard, but it's still very much classic horror. Now, I assume he's talking about subgenres, right? Like, even the Quarry is multiple genres of horror. Until Dawn is multiple genres. And you look at the Dark Pictures, and maybe that's what he means. Dark Pictures, because there's so many, and there'll continue to be so many, they're different. Like, some of them are slasher heavy, some of them are more like detective heavy, some of them are based off of like more Saw like the new one, The Devil in Me, psychological, all these different kinds of things. So if that's what he's talking about in that passage, in that paragraph, maybe he's talking about like it's just going to be one thing, one genre is his next game. But look, the Quarry was a solid game. I'd even go so far as to say good. It had some very, very weak parts in that game. I do not take back any of the negatives I said about it. I did a review on the main channel if you guys want to check that out. But overall, I liked it. I definitely did like it. It's not as good as Until Dawn, in my opinion. I know other people don't agree with that. And again, I think there's some major, major issues. I don't think they're the most well-rounded, or I don't think they're like the greatest studio out there. But I'm happy to see these games continue. I like these games. I like the idea that you can have these different things, and to have a world where every year you get a Dark Pictures game, and I guess they're hit or miss sometimes, right? But then every 4 or 5 years you can get like a big Until Dawn like game. I'd live in that. Well, I mean, that's the world we are living in. I'm rarely against people like coming out and saying they're making new games. Very rare. I'm sure I can think of some examples, but in this case, it's like, go ahead. And if it takes less time, right? 7 years in between, but this would be, at this point, it'd be 3 or 4 years max, 3 years minimum. I mean, that's fine. The end of the generation. We'll see what they can do. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you guys are subscribed, bell icon turned on so you know when all these videos go up. And I hope to see you all on the next one.